In a medical emergency, every second counts. And for the 1 out of every 5 Americans who visit the emergency room at least once every year, each second can mean the difference between life and death. With the number of ERs across the U.S. decreasing and the number of people seeking emergency treatment increasing, our nation's emergency healthcare sector may be the one in critical condition.
Emergency rooms throughout the country are definitely closing, and the volume of each emergency room growing quite dramatically. What that leads to is physicians being overtaxed, having to get from patient to patient to see them in a timely manner, that's very frustrating for them as well as all the other providers, the nurses, the pharmacists, etc. So in the changing world of emergency medicine, one thing that hasn't changed is that we need to save lives. The pharmaceutical industry has aided us in doing so by providing education to our ER physicians as well as our ER nurses on the appropriate way to utilize medication so that we can treat our patients in the correct manner.
In today's increasingly complex acute care sector, the need for products that enable better patient care is vital. EKR Therapeutics, a specialty pharmaceutical company, is focused on serving the needs of this important segment of the healthcare market by working to provide products that may offer broader therapeutic potential and superior patient outcomes.
We bring products and we market those products to physicians, to nurses, to pharmacists within a hospital setting, and we really show them how our products meet their needs and their unmet needs of ultimately the patients that those products benefit. We really demand that our field people understand their customers' needs and understand their customers. And then once they understand their customers' needs, they work collaboratively with their customers to address the unmet needs that are found in the acute care hospital setting.
EKR Therapeutics understands the emergency healthcare sector serves patients who have serious health issues. That's why the highest level of customer service and medical education is provided to its customers to ensure that each and every patient receives the best acute care possible and that the speed at which patients are identified and treated is consistent with best practices.
The hospital environment is a dynamic environment. It's ever-changing. Restrictions, policies are constantly being adjusted, and it changes throughout every hospital in the country. So what EKR has to do is understand what those changes mean to our business and how our sales force and our field teams can really navigate their way through those hospitals, through those environments, in order to effectively educate and inform our customers. Our sales force is tasked with having to have a lot of information at a moment's notice and to deliver that information effectively, efficiently, so that the clinicians, the nursing staff, the pharmacists all understand that and have no question about it when that interaction is done. That's one thing our sales team does very well.
Continuously at the forefront, EKR is the first in the pharmaceutical industry to equip its sales force with a first-of-its-kind, state-of-the-art customer relationship management solution on the iPad, known as Mobile Intelligence, with the goal of improving communication with healthcare providers and resulting in more productive interactions.
The use of the iPad is indicative of our commitment to innovation and to our strategic goal to become the #1 hospital specialty selling organization in the US. And what the iPad gives us, it gives us instant access to information. It enhances the customer interaction by providing more relevant content for that and context for that interaction to happen. And in the end, increases the effectiveness of the whole sales force by mobilizing the whole sales force through collaborative efforts that are required in hospital selling environment.
Founded in 2005 by veteran healthcare and business pros, EKR Therapeutics' strong, cohesive executive team is in place to take the company to the next level. Possessing a combination of pharmaceutical experience and entrepreneurial spirit, EKR's offering of novel products will only continue to grow, all with one mission in mind: to advance acute care therapeutics and improve patient outcomes and quality of life.
We hire very experienced, tenured representatives that have a lot of experience in that setting, and then we really empower them with product knowledge, disease state knowledge, so that they're equipped to go out and talk to caregivers. They talk to caregivers across the spectrum, physicians, nurses, and pharmacists within that hospital setting, and they really follow the patient as the patient flows through the setting, and they question to find the unmet needs across the entire hospital setting. By going and delivering a message to the caregivers within the hospital, we're getting the critically ill patients the medicines that they need on a very timely basis and in a form that will improve their outcomes and ultimately maybe improve their quality of life after they leave the hospital.
EKR Therapeutics, advancing acute care therapeutics to improve patient outcomes and quality of life. To find out more, please visit www.ekrtx.com.